Good morning, students. How are you all? Hope you all are fine, students. Okay, I am also fine here. Good. Okay, shall we start the accountancy? The the first chapter around in the last session. Okay, users and another one the role of accountant. Okay, these two headings only I plan to complete by today. So the accounting information we know the financial statements, isn't it? So this will be used by many people. Who are they? That's what we are going to learn in this video. Okay. So who are the users? The users can be totally broadly divided into two. Internal users and external users. Okay, who are the internal users and who are the external users we will learn. Before that, you should know the meaning of internal and external. Internal means within the organization. Okay, here so what is here outside the organization? Who are within the organization? First one, the that owners. Okay, the owners. Then the management. Okay, management and the employees. These people are within the organization. One who has invested money, one who manage, one who work in the organization, within the organization. Here many are there. Well, okay, the external yes, the external users of the financial information. They are the creditors. Okay, the creditors and financial institutions. Then the investors, that means the who are ready to invest. Okay, then the customers, then the tax authorities. Okay, tax authorities. Then the government, our government, maybe the state government or okay, local government, central government, whatever it is. The government, then the researchers, they do the research and development. Then the public, okay, general public. Public means all the common people. Okay, general public. All these people are the external users. Now we will learn one by one. Okay, who are the, now why the owners need? Okay, the internal users, the owners. Okay, in the first one, internal users, they are the owners. How they need? Who are the owners? The owners. Who are the owners? One who invest money in the business or one who invest capital. Okay, who has invested capital in the business. So here they are very much worried about their investment, isn't it? Whether it has earned profit and what is their financial position. So this can be understood. This can be known by the owners from the financial information. From the here the profit can be known from the profit and loss account. Okay, the financial position can be known from the balance sheet. I have told you many times, isn't it? So that should be so the owners need to know the financial information. Okay. Then the second one, the management. Management also need to know the financial information in order to take some decisions. Okay, decision making and for controlling purpose. Now to control, they should know what is the present situation, what is whether they earn more profit, whether it is an increasing trend, if it reduces little or not much increase. Very little amount is increasing, so they have to analyze. Okay, they have to control, and for their future plan and decision must be taken by the management. So they also need to know the financial information. Then the third people are the employees. Employees are the one who work for the management, for the owners. Okay, so they also worry about the financial condition of the business organization, because they have to get the salary. If it is running in a loss, whether say they may not get the salary, isn't it? Or at the time of retirement, that retirement benefit must be given. Okay, if that business organization has the good financial position, only then it will be able to pay back their retirement benefits. Then the working condition in the working place. Okay, the working place condition must be good. If they are in a sound position only, they can provide the better working conditions in the working place. Otherwise it may not provide, it may not have enough fund. Okay, so the employees also, they also will be longing to see the financial position and the profitability of the organization. Okay, now we have understood the internal users. Now we will learn the external users, who are the first one, creditors and financial institutions. Why it is given together? Because creditors, they supply materials or goods. Okay, materials or goods to the organization on credit. Okay, they are worrying about the that liquidity of the firm, whether they will provide, they will pay back, they are in a capability of paying back their debts, the amount that due to them. Okay, so they also want to know financial institution, how they are obliged. They have provided loan for the organization. It also will be thinking whether they will get back the loan amount and the interest. Okay, maybe interest or installment. Okay, that installment amount will be paid by the business organization either monthly or yearly. So if the profitability, that condition and the financial condition, financial position of the business organization is sound, only then they will get back this interest and the loan amount. Okay, that is right. Then the second one is the investors. Investors means some people will be planning to invest their amount to the in the organization. So they will be worried about their investment. If that business organization is earning profit continuously for many years, and if that organization is having a sound financial position, only then they will also they will be ready to invest their amount in that organization. Okay, so they also will they will also use the financial information. Maybe the potential investors, that means the future investors. The present investors are whom? The owners. Okay, then the third one is the customers. Customers, they purchase the goods, isn't it, from the organization. So if that organization is sound, then only they will get the quality goods. They may provide quality goods, and that supply also will be continuous. Okay. The otherwise, if that the organization is not in a sound position, if it is not able to earn more profit, it will break the production and there will be a break in the supply of goods. So the customers will be, they also will use this financial information. They also want to know whether that goods supplied by the organization is a quality goods. Okay, then the fourth one, the tax authorities and other regulatory bodies. Regulatory bodies means the local panchayat, or the regulatory one who is regulating those organization. Okay, the authorities, the organization above that one. Okay, the tax authorities, why they want to compute the tax. Okay, or to assess the tax liability, maybe the income tax or the goods tax. Okay, or the any other tax. Okay, maybe the sales tax. Okay, goods tax, that they want to calculate. Okay, to assess, not assessed. To assess the tax liability of the organization, they want to know the financial statements. Then other regulatory bodies, one who is, for example, then that stock exchanges will be regulated by one separate body, that is the SEBI, okay, Securities Exchange Board of India. So that the regulatory bodies also will get the financial information, okay, from those organizations. Okay, then the fifth one is the government. Maybe the government, central government or state government or the local self-government, they want to know the condition, the condition prevailing, or the that industries, whether it is performed well, because the government, that scarce resources are used by the industries, okay, how they use, whether with the limited resources, whether they are earning good profit, okay, whether they provide good working conditions that prevailing in the organizations are healthy for the workers and for the management. Then for all these, then what is that price determined by the organizations are fair and reasonable, not that nowadays in the corona time the government has arranged that delivery of the fruits and vegetables in the at the door of the customers, that public, isn't it? Then they have told whether if any that merchant, if he increases the price, it has to inform to the government, so they will take action. In the same way, the government is worried about the price of the product. That will be sometime they only will fix the price. Okay, for the fixation of price also they need the financial information. Okay, then the researchers. They will do the research for the development of the organization. Okay, for the development of the organization, for research and development, they will use this financial information. Okay, then the public, general public. The public is also worried whether the organization which is run by a particular person is whether they are earning in a better way. Only then they may provide some that social responsibilities. If it can perform these responsibilities only if it is earning good profit. Okay, or it is providing many employment opportunities. Okay, so employment facilities. So if it is developing and increasing its business, then that public, okay, they can get some job opportunities from that organization. Okay, so that local people also will be worried about the financial information of the organization. Okay, now we have learned that one. Now, role of an accountant. We know the accountant, isn't it? The person one who prepares the account. What is his role? He plays many roles. Okay, what is the first role he is doing? He is preparing and he is maintaining the records. So we can say he is a record keeper. Yes, isn't it? But practically the organization, that the person one who prepares account, we call accountant, isn't it? And sometimes the clerk also will maintain the accounts. Okay, but in a good business organization, accountant only has to keep the records. There, what are the records he will prepare? He has to prepare, okay, not simply maintaining. He has to prepare and maintain. Okay, he has to keep the records. He has to prepare the records. What are the records? Maybe all the financial statements and the reports must be prepared and maintained. by the accountant. So here we can say he is the record keeper. Okay, then we have studied in the beginning itself, isn't it, that what systematically he has to record, not as he wishes. Okay, so systematic presentation of that preparation and maintenance of financial statements and the reports. That is the main work of the accountant. So he is the record keeper, we can say. That is the first role. Okay, then what is the another role he does? He is the provider of information to the management. Provider of information to the management. So he has to provide information to the management. So we can say he is the provider of information to the management. So we know already that management, they have to take decisions, proper time, decision making, and they have to do that controlling. Okay, control of that maybe the expenditure. They have to check whether any expenses has been increasing trend, or that whether the sale goes that decreasing trend. That is questionable, isn't it? That is the in the difficulty situation. So they have to take some decisions and they have to make that controlling function. In order to do this work, the management needs the information that must be provided by the accountant. Okay, so he is called as the provider of information to the management. Whenever the management asks for the information, the accountant has to provide it to them. Okay, then what is the third role? He is the protector of business assets. The business has many assets, isn't it? Maybe the land, building, plant, machinery, many assets there. So he is maintaining because of the balance sheet, isn't it? In the balance sheet, he will come to know what is the condition of the business assets. So we have to replace this asset. So or to take insurance for the factory. Sometimes it is that firecrackers producing industry. Then they have to insure all the whole building, the people, everyone. Okay. So he has to provide information to the management, and he has to protect the business assets by giving some information to the management, and they can give advice, okay, to the management to take steps to protect these assets. Okay, so so he is acting as the protector of business assets. Then next role, he is the financial advisor. Related to financial matters, he has to give some advice, okay, to the management. Okay, maybe the reduce the cost, okay, how to maintain less cost savings. Then if they have any opportunities to invest their money in the outside, okay, investment opportunities. If they have more amount, they will invest their money in other organizations. So any opportunities available, if they invest some money there, they can earn some profit directly. Okay, that one they can provide. Or any for research and development, for development purposes, they have to provide something that regarding the provision. How much amount must be provided as provision, okay, for the some contingencies in future, anything happens, okay, how to provide now itself some amount. So all these advice must be given to the management. Okay, cost reduction, we can say cost reduction, how to reduce the cost, how to increase the sales. Okay, that advice he has to give. Then he is the tax manager. We know as an accountant only is called auditor, isn't it? Auditor only will prepare that tax returns. They have to file the tax returns. They have to first assess the tax income. They know very well the tax liability, what are the some exemptions will be there. No need to pay tax. So if any tax exemptions there, so they will spend more money in these exemptions. Okay, that will be known by only the accountant. Okay, tax exemption, that will be informed to the organization, to the managers. Okay, so he has to assess the tax income and he has to file the tax returns with the government, and at the same time he has to pay the tax amount also. Okay, when within the time, okay, within time, on time he has to pay. Okay, everything must be done by the accountant, and he can give some advice related to that tax exemptions. Okay, some that tax exempt for agricultural income, there is no tax liability. So they can ask the managers, okay, we can invest a large amount in the purchasing on land and conducting that farming on large scale. So there they do not need to pay any tax. Okay, so they can invest in that way, no need to pay income, but that will be that productive purpose, isn't it? Many the public will be getting advantage from this organization. They get vegetables, fruits, or any that grains or pulses. Okay, so they are any other farming industry, poultry farm, or whatever it is. So that agricultural income has a tax exemption that can be given to the managers. Okay, or management. So he is called the tax manager. Okay, the last role is public relation officer, PRO we say. Okay, he is doing the job with the many other officers. Okay, so maybe there are only that court, it is asking some information, that financial information from the accountant he has to provide. Okay, from the court or any other lawyers. Okay, then someone else, if they ask from the research and development department, they are asking some information. So he is relating the whole public. Okay, maybe the local self-government, the panchayat is asking how it is doing, the pollution, to control the pollution of that place, what measures they have been taken, then what measures they have taken for that employment opportunities. So all these, whoever asks information, they have to provide. So that's why he is called the public relation officer. Okay, legally, okay, if he has to provide some information, that must be provided by him. Okay, I will show in the book the question answers. Okay, who are the parties interested in accounting information? That one is given in page 9. I will show to you. Okay, here the internal users. This if you study this box, users of accounting information, you will know. You will study that all the things given in the same one. Okay, so this one you have to study. Okay, then investors, government. Okay, who are the following parties interested in accounting information? Investors and government. Investors, here I have marked. Okay, you can mark it. Investors. Okay, that you cut that one from the beginning up to that organization, then you write there investors should know about the financial condition. Up to that organization you mark. Okay, then the government. Government is marked here. Okay, that information about the performance of business units. That one up to here, then second sentence up to here. Okay, then the next question. Role of an accountant, 3 mark. They may ask for 5 mark also. So you should mark this one fully. Okay. I have marked fully. You have to mark. Okay, easy only. One sentence, 2 sentences only. And then the other 3 points here. Okay. The financial advisor, tax manager, public relation officer. Okay, you read, you will understand. You can leave 1 or 2 lines. Okay, okay, students. Okay, then you write down and you learn these question answers. Okay, thank you, students.